Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm here with another video. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying all my previous videos. Thank you for subscribing as well. Yeah, so today's video is basically going to be just a quick makeup tutorial. I just wanted to basically show you guys like a simple everyday makeup look that literally you can do in 10 minutes. I do my makeup in 10 minutes anyway, especially if I'm like going out, if I'm going to, okay, maybe not going out, I'm pushing it. Okay, I don't know, maybe if you just want to do a quick easy makeup before work, you don't want it to be too... most of the products that I use, apart from my foundation, are very, very easy to access. They're very good price as well. They're, yeah, just normal prices. And you don't have to spend too much for it. The only thing that I invest a lot of money in, I'd say, is my foundation, because that's going on my face and you can't put cheap stuff on your face because you just don't want to end up with hella acne. So you have to take care of your skin. I exfoliate my skin, I'd say maybe twice a week, and I use tea tree. I love using basic natural products because I've tried drugstore stuff and it hasn't worked for me. It's actually, irritated my skin even more. Yeah, so I use natural things for exfoliating twice a week. I like to also cleanse, like I'd say once a week as well, because my face is, I don't know if you can see, but it's very, very sensitive. Like I can't just put any stuff on it. Your face is obviously, you only get one face in it, so you shouldn't play games with it. So the first thing obviously I like to do is moisturize. I've already done that. I use coconut oil, and there's lots of coconut oil products that you can use. I'd say the next thing to do, well, that I do, is I like to use a primer before I put my makeup on. I feel like it's like a base kind of thing to put on your face. Yep, so I put my primer on my face, foundation, and the foundation that I use is the True Match, and this is by this is by L'Oreal. And True Match is very, very good. I like it because the coverage is very, 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 very good. Let's look at the time. Okay, we're running up behind time. But normally this would be done in 10 minutes. Obviously, I'm explaining it to you guys. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting dots on my face because I just prefer to do that. I don't know. I just like putting dots on, and then I just put it in the areas obviously that I feel like it's going to cover most. And then what I'll do is I'll blend it in afterwards. Right now I just literally look like I got bird crap just dispersed all over my face. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this brush. I don't know where this is from. I think this is actually from Superdrug, and it's got like 2 ends on it, but I like to use the thicker end. I like to use brushes that are very very thick, and like the brushes together as well, because I feel like it really I feel like it really puts things together really well. That doesn't make any sense. I don't even know what I'm saying. I should have planned this tutorial really well, but clearly I have decided not to. Nicely, as I said with my brush, I'm just literally just trying to push it into my skin so it looks as natural as possible. So I'm just gonna do this. Obviously, I have very short hair, so sometimes, I don't know if you're wearing like a headscarf or whatever, there's like a fine line between your hair and your makeup. So sometimes I just like to put it on top, like not too much in my hair, but just like on top, so that it blends in and there's not like a weird line left. So as you can see, my makeup is pretty much blended in every single place. What I like to put on top of my True Match foundation is I like to use a Studio Fix by MAC. Again, I don't even know my number because this is so old, but I'm gonna find that out. Yeah, as you can see, it's bare old, so I don't have the number for you guys, but I'll definitely find that out. I'm gonna take this brush next, and yeah, I basically like to cover it with my True Match just to give it that extra coverage, and I'll just use like a typical brush You can get these from anywhere. Honestly, brushes, people spend heaps of money on brushes, and it's just like, it's not really worth your money. And when I do this, I basically like to put it on like this. I like to dab it, because if you're going like this with your foundation, what you're doing essentially is you're brushing it away. The only thing that I put on my face, if I zoom in here, is I've literally just put on True Match foundation and MAC Studio Fix, and this is basically my face. This is like full coverage for me, and it just looks really natural. You don't even have to add eyebrows to this, but obviously I'm going to do that because, you know, my natural eyebrows are non-existent. So what I do is I just brush out my eyebrows like so. Brushed it out. What I like to do with my eyebrows first is, yeah, I like to draw the shape before I conceal it. Some people conceal before they draw the shape. It really is up to you. But yeah, I like to draw the shape first, and I start underneath to make sure that I get the original shape of the brow first. Like that. In terms of colour, you just literally have, it's just trial and error really. You can't really get a perfect colour. And then what I do is I do the same at the top. Like so. And then what I like to do is just draw a bit in the middle, just to give it that that thickness. Then I obviously just brush up the brow like that. Doing your eyebrow for YouTube is much more difficult than doing it for, you're doing it in the mirror, honestly. It's so much more difficult. Then what I like to do is I like to just draw very lightly at the top. So many girls, yeah, honestly, I cannot say this. So many girls draw so heavily at the top. I just like to brush it out. But they draw so heavily, this is just to give it that natural look, on their eyebrow. It's like a huge knob, and I think it just looks so silly. So I've got a comb, and then I've got something to basically conceal my eyebrows with. With concealers, like I said before, my face is very, very sensitive, so I just use a sleek one. I've tried other ones like the MAC concealer, and it does not work for me. So yeah, I just use this sleek. The sleek thing that I'm using is Corrector and Concealer Palette with SPF 15 setting powder. So yeah, this is basically what it looks like inside. It's got like 3 things, but it's got a setting powder at the end. So I'm going to use this mirror, guys, just so that I can see properly what I'm doing before I show you. Yeah, so what I do is I like to have like a bit, I'll put like a massive bit here, then I'll put some at the top. And then what I do essentially is I just conceal what I've done, and I follow the shape that my eyebrow has been obviously threaded with. I'll just use my foundation brush, and I'll just go like that all around so that it disappears. Then I just like to brush it out to the front. Says she wanna take me away, yeah. But yeah, I'm literally gonna do the same thing as I've done before and just define the line underneath. And then obviously I correct it with my foundation brush. I haven't got time, literally, I can't be asked. But yeah, those are basically my brows. Very simple, very natural. The next thing I do is I use the Sleek palette, the same one I used before. And with this one I like to use my hands because I feel like there's no brush that can actually get underneath your eyes as effective as your hands. Like I did with my foundation, I just do little dots. I'm going to use the brush at the end of this one. So this is my foundation, and this is, I like to use this for concealer. I could use my hands, but I'm not going to. So that's basically me concealed. Then what I'm going to use is, I'm going to use the same Sleek palette, and I'm going to use the, what was it called? The setting powder of that. And then I'm just going to set it like that. but I'm going to do it very lightly so it actually sets, and then I'm going to wipe it away. As you can see, I'm doing this very lightly because I have to set it like that. Basic lip gloss is fine. This one is called PS Pro, and it's just called Ultra Shine Lip Gloss. Then I just like to on top of that, so that wasn't a clear lip gloss. I'm gonna use Oh My Gloss, and I got this from, I think I got it from Boots by Rimmel London. I was searching bare hard for that, it was right in front of me. Yeah, then I'm just gonna put that on top. This lip gloss is not doing as I thought it would, so I'm just gonna add the Rolly lip gloss because that does the trick. This one is Hot Lips Kissing Fruit. You can get this from any like hair shop. And I just go over my lips with that. Yep, so now that I've done that, I'm gonna wipe away my setting powder with this brush. This one. And that's basically it wiped away. Very, very simple. Yeah. What am I going to do next? I'm going to put a bit of blusher on because blusher is literally my life. Just a little bit. I like to start at the top and work my way down. This is more like a powder one. I got this blusher from, what's that shop called? Again, I forgot, but it's this colour. I really like blushes that are quite vibrant and bright because I'm kind of fair, so I like it to really show against my skin. When I'm doing my makeup, yeah, I'm literally the most silent person because the concentration I have on my makeup is crazy. You'd think I was literally doing an exam. I don't even talk because I'm just so into it. If it's just a simple look, you can just add a bit of colour to it. This is by MAC. And I think this is called Matte. It's just like a kind of like a purpley colour. Just to give it a bit of a colour, because obviously your makeup is very basic, so you might want to just like add a bit of colour to it to make it a bit more fun. Ain't glossy enough, you can always use some lip pop. Now you can't do your makeup without, what's the wrong one? Without having a bit of shine. So I use this Sleek Face Form Contouring and Blush Palette, and this is dark number 375. Honestly, Sleek is the best thing. And for my highlighter, I like to use this middle bit. As you can see, it just looks beautiful. So with my highlighter, when it comes to my nose, I just use my finger because you don't need a brush for that. And you can literally just go over it like that. Can you see that? When it comes to my face, I will literally just use my fingers most of the time. Sometimes you can use a brush, but it really does depend. And I just like to do like a little circle just above where I put my blusher, like that, as you can see. Then I do it on the other side. I don't really like to go crazy with my highlight on my face, especially if you're going somewhere just basic, because you don't need to do that. And then you can just use a brush and you can just fill it out. Oh, I shouldn't really use this brush because I use it for my thing. I'll use this one. And you just fill it out like that and you wipe it away. That's basically your highlight done. Game over. Makeup's done. Fix a bit of the foundation again. So this is the finished look. hopefully you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please like, share this video with all your friends. As I said before, this is a basic makeup look. You could be going to work or just, you know, going for a simple night out with your friend to the movie. So give it a like, subscribe to this video if you want to see more videos like this, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys.